Hey everybody! Welcome to a very special episode of Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac. I don't like my silly voice. Also, this episode is not special at all. It might be special at the end, it might be special in the middle, but it sure as heck isn't special at the start. We did our time, basically, in the last episode. We played as Eve. I'm not gonna say anything about that run. I would encourage you to go watch it. It was one of the most exciting and harrowing Eve runs, well, runs in general that I've had in quite some time. Am I a brave enough dude to take this pill right off the bat? Well, first off, let's just shoot this poop in case there was like a key or something. Okay, telepills took us to the second secret room where we actually found 2 spirit hearts. All things considered, pretty good outcome, but I would have preferred somehow getting some keys out of it. In any case, yes, go check out that run. Statistically, it's probably going to be better than this run, but I'm always excited when I get the opportunity to do an Isaac run as well, because of course, the D6 is such a wild card that it allows some very fun things to happen. Very lucky hit on the TNT barrel there. I don't anticipate any problems here because we start with so much health for at least a little bit of time. So we'll just hope to amass some keys. It's the real problem, because if we don't get any keys, then probably red patch instead of goat hoof, I think. This is one of those like trinket questions that I can't quite answer because I don't understand red patch fully. I believe when we take damage, red patch will have us do more damage by way of like almost the same mechanic as rage. So actually, you know what? I am going to take the speed upgrade in this case. I believe Samson's lock is the one that actually works exactly the same as rage, whereas goat hoof, whereas red patch is when you get hit, you do more damage. And I don't intend to get hit, so... Well, actually, weirdly enough, red patch may objectively be the right decision, or even subjectively be the right decision. I realize it sounds like those are out of order, but I meant what I said. But goat hoof is way, way better for taking out lust here, and we also picked up a key. Okay, so let's figure out what our pills are. Tears Up, that is actually an awesome pill. This is not a recent kind of realization, but I've really reversed kind of my opinion on how I felt about Tears upgrades. I used to think that they were pretty bad, and I was like, why don't you just give me a damage upgrade instead, Mom? But now, I very much appreciate... Oh, 2 keys is so much better than 1. I very much appreciate Tears upgrades for what they are, which is a very easy way to up your DPS. Alright, now I feel the pressure's off, man. I've lost all of my spirit hearts. Let's just pretend that we didn't have those in the first place. Let's be honest, they were going to disappear regardless, so to lose them this early is not really that big of a concern. Spirit hearts are very much overrated in the late game, or sorry, the early game, I think. In the late game, they're obviously extremely valuable. This is Chemical Peel. Ipecac is the one that looks like it's in a Nutella jar. I will pick up Chemical Peel. I don't think that's worth re-rolling. I will also open this golden chest. Bomb and key for a golden chest is a risk, but it's a risk that paid out with 2 bombs and 2 cents. So effectively, we traded a bomb for a key and then picked up an extra 2 cents out of it. Chemical Peel is not a an ultimate, you know, be-all, end-all amazing damage upgrade, but it is a damage upgrade, even if it only applies to half of your tiers. I might as well go back and pick that up. Obviously, that's probably not exactly what I wanted to get out of the, golden chest that I unlocked. I would have preferred to get some kind of attribute upgrade or just a fuck ton of keys, because obviously keys are probably more valuable than, bombs, at least at this point of the game. At least at this many, this number of consumables that I have, but, in any case, we're fine. The only thing that's a little bit disappointing is that I may indeed get enough money to make this shop worthwhile. That was really bad. I may indeed get enough money to make this shop worthwhile, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like I will be able to attend. Okay, let's check out this one. Finally, we have a negative pill. Not that it's necessarily a good thing. We actually got a key back, which means that the shop is now back on the table, potentially. Anyway, it's been a long floor so far. We would like to get a speed upgrade at some point in the future. No question about that, but... for now, I can kind of be okay with having a speed down because I do have the goat hoof, which if I hadn't taken it before, I would absolutely go with now. And I'll try to avoid taking so much dumb damage. It's been a bad start, but, you know, with this much health, it doesn't really matter all that much right now. It could matter in the future, though, so it is important, I guess, to be as safe as possible. We're going to pick up another spirit heart out of this, and the money is probably more valuable. We won't go to the shop. Maybe we'll go to the shop. But we're gonna go to our boss rooms first. Okay, Telepathy for Dummies is going to get the reroll. I would rather, yeah, I would rather reroll this than reroll any deal with the devil, I think, because this is so goddamn bad. And we'll just pick up Ghost Baby. Unfortunately, this does mean that it will be impossible for us to reroll a deal with the devil if we get one, or either of these boss items. But getting rid of Telepathy for Dummies, even to pick up Ghost Baby, which is not fantastic, is kind of a no-brainer. So hopefully we'll snag some HP upgrades here. Obviously, those are important for future deals with the devil. That is an HP upgrade, so I feel pretty good about the way that this floor has gone already. My damage feels pretty good. And we're not going to need a reroll here. So, in all likelihood, I feel pretty good about our chances of getting a deal with the devil here. If I get a deal with the devil, then I'll probably just have to take it at face value or leave. But, you know, there's benefits to leaving as well. If I leave, then that opens up the possibility of deals with the angel, which I believe a prerequisite of that is actually skipping a deal with the devil. My shots really feel like they're actually hitting quite nicely, like doing a lot of damage. This does not feel like a war of attrition to start with, which is quite nice. Okay, well, sadly, we are not going to... Yeah, sadly, we're not going to be able to go to a deal with the devil, but that's fine. We'll pick up our spirit heart. And I'd still think it's worth a key here, just in case something is half price. Or we could just buy another key. And something is half price. The fucking battery. Thank God I made the decision to walk in here. We can't buy another key. No, I can't get that one either. But still, that was an incredibly good pickup, and now our D6 is going to be substantially more viable. I don't think I can get any more rerolls. There's nothing to reroll. But we're leaving our first floor here with some very positive things to say. 1 HP up, Ghost Baby, a damage upgrade, and the battery. So that's pretty solid if you ask me. We're a little bit low on, well, we're out of bombs, but we're also low on keys. But that's not the end of the world yet. And if we end up coming across a blood bank, someone told me again, I'm sorry if I'm spreading misinformation, but someone told me that blood banks only show up on even-numbered floors. Sorry, I should say arcades only show up on even-numbered floors where you have more than 5 cents going into them. This is not an even-numbered floor, so it's possible that arcades just physically can't be here. That sucks. I will be picking up the Halo of Flies as much as I would love to reroll it and get like a glamorous high-damage item, like a Polyphemus or something like that. Halo of Flies is an awesome kind of defensive weapon that'll help us out a lot, especially if I end up getting permanent Polaroid invincibility at some point. So far, so good. Plus, there's actually a decent number of extra rooms available here that I have not been to, so I may indeed be able to get a second reroll on this shop if necessary. But you know what? Fuck the rerolls for now. Give me a second level cube of meat and we'll have some fun here. Or some bombs, so I could go to the secret room and then possibly make the shop worthwhile. Someone also told me that greed can only appear after, like, on the 4th floor, I should say. So we can only appear on, starting at the earliest, Catacombs or Caves Part 2. I don't believe that that's true. I believe he can appear on Caves Part 1. It just happens fairly rarely. But, you know, if you take it on any individual floor, greed happens fairly rarely, I think. But that may be true. I don't know. I don't read the wiki. Pageant Boy. This is something we're going to have to, you know, it's a bridge we're going to have to cross when we come to it. I don't think it's worth picking up the Pact or 9 lives here, so I would reroll. Ugh. I'm not going to take anything. And we will pick up Pageant Boy in the hopes that this makes the shop worthwhile. And it will. Even if we fight greed, at least we'll have 15 cents. But, yes. Basically, I'll go through my thought process, because I know people are like, why didn't you take X item? Like, why didn't you take Guppy's Paw? Well, I didn't take Guppy's Paw because I took Guppy's Paw in the last run, and because I don't want to get rid of my D6 right away. Like, right now, with the battery, there's probably a lot of potential rerolls that I'd be leaving behind, and I don't want to do that. Additionally, 2 hearts is twice as much as you usually pay for Guppy's Paw. I could have gone really hard to become Guppy, and that could have been fun, actually, but it was also very risky. It would have taken all of our hearts and given me merely 1 spirit heart to continue to subsist on, which is not a good position to be in my opinion. We'll just finish off this room. Maybe we'll check out the shop right after this, and we'll see if a reroll is going to be necessary. That bomb can help us find the secret room, and, you know, I guess we're hoping for a good item in the shop, like a compass or a map, or the ability to reroll whatever's in there. Compass, we'll buy it. No question about it. And if I am able to get a little bit more money, I will buy that key as well, because it's nice to future-proof yourself through floors. So that was actually one of the few times I think picking up Pageant Boy was a very, very smart decision. I'm going to explain to you why I'm not going to go to that room right off the bat just yet. And the reasoning is that I wanted to have a reroll in case, like, we open this and there's an item in it, which there is. So we're actually going to put Teleport down, and then we're going to reroll it now, because then we'll continue to get charges. And I'm probably going to be happy taking 10 bombs, but we may just kind of chill out and, you know, get some more charges if possible. Clearly there's another room left. And maybe re-roll it again. But 10 bombs is a fairly okay payout versus the teleporter, especially when I only have 1 bomb and there's a tinted rock in the very next room. So I doubt that I will get a re-roll. I should put it this way. I doubt that I'll even get 2/3 of a re-roll back from this room. Oh, actually, now I will. Okay, so this, if there's enemies in that room in the top middle, then I should be able to get one more reroll. The question is whether or not I want to, because the bombs could be valuable enough in their own right. We got a key as well? Okay. Well, it's an interesting kind of prospect that we have here. Bombs are boring, but also useful. Something else could be exciting, but also potentially useless. It's a tricky situation to find myself in, isn't it? We are going to get another reroll for sure. Human popcorn is an easy fight here. This has been a very good floor. The only question is whether we squander a little bit of it or it keeps going well. You know what? I am going to take the 10 bombs. As much as I thought about re-rolling it, because 10 bombs is not particularly glamorous, as mentioned, 10 bombs is nice. Maybe we'll need them to take out some rooms or bosses or allow us to get access to some consumables. And, you know, the Tinted Rocks could end up giving me a damage upgrade at some point, and, of course, they'll help us find secret rooms. We also picked up the compass on this floor, as well as, well, Pageant Boy didn't end up being that useful, but we did pick up 10 bombs, the compass, and Pageant Boy, and nothing from the Deal with the Devil room. And what was our item room? Halo of Flies. Pretty good floor, all things considered. We're not immensely strong, but by passing up a deal with the devil, we have opened up the possibility of deals with the angel. True to what I've been told, or what it at least seems like I've been told, there is an arcade here, and it is an odd-numbered floor. Sorry, an even-numbered floor. Eventually, I will not be horrible at math. I don't mind losing these Spirit Hearts right away. Actually, you know what? I do. I want to keep the Spirit Heart for now, because this makes it very easy to play the Blood Bank enough to go into that boss trap room and still feel pretty survivable. Where is my... okay, well, this gets rerolled, obviously, but where is my arcade? That's like a little bit of a roundabout position for it. Poop, it's real bad. We'll pick it up and then put it back down, up to sundown, see where the bad guys are to be found, and make them lay down. The Pretenders of the West, the Defenders of the West, crushing all Pretenders of the West. Don't mess with us because we in the Wild Wild West. That was actually, a lot of people think that song's by Will Smith, but it's actually an old, a Cold War song used to strike fear into the Red Army. I believe it was originally by Stevie Wonder featuring Drew Hill. Ooh, careful. My range is not quite good enough to take these guys out without putting myself inside of the line of fire. And I really thought he would die, but no such luck. Now he should. Oh, maybe not. It's fine. We're getting a ton of charges on our D6 as a result of this. And we're just trying to, again, keep the Spirit Heart until we manage to find ourselves in the... safety net of the boss trap room. Actually, we have another Spirit Heart here, which is fine. That should give us enough. And hopefully, again, HP upgrade on that boss trap room, or we have the ability to reroll it into an HP upgrade, or, you know, a Tears upgrade, or something that's not a speed or a range upgrade, I guess, ideally, is what I'm going for. So we'll come back up here and reroll our item room, which has been absolute trash so far. This could be a very, very big floor. The Miter is an absolute no-brainer pickup. We'll probably never see Guppy's Paw again, but that doesn't make Spirit Hearts very much less valuable. These are still exceptionally important. The secondary benefit of going to the arcade... Okay, well, let's talk about it. Primary benefit, lose enough hearts to be able to go to the boss trap room. Secondary benefit, may be able to pick up an HP plus speed upgrade, which is, you know, that speed upgrade is still something that's in the back of my mind as a potential... kind of damaging factor for the late game, because we have Goat Hoof right now, but we'll be very slow when we take this off. The tertiary benefit is that I will be able to get enough money to make the shop worthwhile, or if I still don't have a key, I'll be able to get enough money to possibly gamble enough to make the shop worthwhile. Probably enough to gamble to make the shop worthwhile. Anyway, one second here. We don't necessarily need to play these guys yet, but I kind of want to, just to maybe expedite the process. Oh, good. And by way, even with Goat Hoof, that was not enough to keep me alive there. Now I'm a little concerned, quite honestly, because I have very little health here. Fly Love I don't even necessarily want, so I'm glad I didn't pick it up. This is a little bit of a scary situation here. Oh, that Spirit Heart actually goes a long way. Thank you very much. I don't know why frame rate got so bad. Speed down is probably a pill I'm not too interested in taking at this point. We got one more play here, I would say. Okay, relatively disappointing turn of events there. Before we go back into that blood bank, we will spend a little bit of time in here and go to the boss trap room. And we may be able to get a reroll on our item room before that happens. Oh no, we picked up our item room. It was the Miter. It was a very good item, in fact. So now we can reroll freely on the boss trap room if necessary. Now please do not lose any hearts on this room. Would be a little bit of a scary situation to find myself in, because I'm not particularly hardy right now. I expect that this is the weakest I'll be for at least the next little while. Every room that I avoid taking damage on, I'll get a little bit stronger by way of the Miter and just random consumable drops. Thank you very much. HP upgrade, we're just gonna pick it up. And there's another Spirit Heart outside, which is nice. Now I would like to get the HP plus speed upgrade by way of the blood bank. But we could use ways to improve our damage as well. Absolutely true. But we also want a key so we can go to the shop. So this floor has a huge potential upside, and the potential downside is already not that bad because we've already picked up an HP upgrade. So I'm feeling pretty good about the way the Catacombs 2 has gone for us so far. Unless we die, in which case, you know, that's pretty shitty. But as of right now, I don't foresee that as being a very likely possibility. Gotta kill these Larry Juniors, though. As you can see, you know, my damage is not stellar, but it's good. At least in my opinion, for this point in the game, it's good. Taking more damage than I should, but that's okay. Probably shouldn't have picked up that Spirit Heart in case I lost Spirit Hearts, and then I could have easily gone to the Curse Room up here, which could have provided me with some serious benefits, actually, but whatever. We'll probably be okay with sacrificing a Spirit Heart to go into that Curse Room anyway. Although, maybe we should do that before we make our health extremely low. I don't know. What do I know, right? I'm expecting that we'll get either the IV bag or the blood bank. Or the blood bag, I should say, by the end of this. We'll probably do some gambling as well to try to earn some keys. It's not necessarily the best use of our time yet, because we don't know. Maybe there'll be like 10 keys dropped on like just as random consumables as we go here. But, please, don't make a liar out of me, game. One more play on this, and okay, just money. Money that will be converted into keys, hopefully. Or, you know, more Spirit Hearts is actually still very good. That is now paid for my trip to the Curse Room, ostensibly, if I choose to use it that way. But for now, remember we're playing until we get down. Ooh, this is a good pill, maybe. Come on. Bombs are key. Ooh, okay. Could be worse. Very much could be worse. 17. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because now. Oh, watch me win keys now and be like 1 cent shy. We'll still pick up 1 cent before the end of this. Okay, so now we want to make our way. Well, why don't we check out this side of the floor first, because this is probably the final room over here, as you can see. 17 keys is too many. But now, you know, we're not going to have to worry about golden chests. That's one positive. I would love to get some more red heart drops before I'm... You know, the Curse Room, it'll be there when we leave the floor. So I don't necessarily need to go to the Curse Room right now. I can wait until we see if we get some more red heart drops. But in the meantime, it's probably a good idea to make our way over to the shop type area over there. And hopefully we'll pick up a penny on the way, because I do have 19 keys now with which I can do something with. And hopefully we do not end up fighting greed. You know, I don't know. I'm flip-flopping here. But that's fine, because I'm not a politician. At least not yet. Everyone knows that anyone who's in the YouTube Let's Playing game right now is just looking for a position to maybe parlay that into, you know, a congressman or a senatorial position. You know, I'm hoping to represent District 69 of Canada. Another Spirit Heart. Okay, it's a sign. I'm going to go into this room even if it costs me the 1 Spirit Heart I just earned. These pills. Tears up. The other one speed down, right? Okay. But a Tears Up pill. Well worth the Spirit Heart, especially since we have the Miter. That's good. Our damage continues to improve a little bit. I wanted to go in there right away because we have a D6 charge ready. So in case that was like, I don't know, a shitty item, I could have re-rolled it into a non-shitty item. No health there for me. So this is going to be an interesting floor. I still think it's gone very well for us, even though my health might not reflect that necessarily at first glance. That being, ooh, that was a really good kind of intersection of green bombs there. I can't really afford to take another one of those. If I die on this floor, that's going to be shitty. But if I live through it, I think it only gets better from this point out. This is the easiest room of all time, for the most part. You just kind of stand still. We still have not gotten the... Oh, come on. Thank you. We still have not gotten the penny that I wanted to get. Are you serious? Thank you. Hopefully we get that before the shop, or I'm going to be disappointed. Or hopefully we fight greed, in which case I'll be disappointed, but I'll probably live. A little bit more health never hurt anybody here. It would be very nice. Okay, actually, this is good. We will buy the Steam Sale, and I will buy the Spirit Heart as well. And you know what? Why don't we buy the bomb as well, just to make myself, again, a little bit more survivable. Now we have rerolls available for the boss room, which is important in case we get items that are bad, which is possible. Now, more damage. Very important. That would be extremely nice. That red heart is extremely valuable as well. I guess I'm not going to look for the secret room on this floor. Probably, no, I can't. I forgot that for a second I did not internalize, or had forgotten that I only had like 1 bomb. I've taken way too much damage on this room. Thank God we got that. Well, if this is the secret room, we'll get something out of it. But thank God we got that extra red heart and spirit heart earlier. And more bombs and keys, so worth it. Now, this is a moment of truth. We need to survive this. It shouldn't be very difficult. This is one of the easier bosses in the game. At least at this point in the game. Obviously, I would rather be fighting like a Widow or something, but still. This is also one of the easier versions of this boss. It's the vanilla version, but it's one of the easier ones. Now, if we just stay away, we should be fine. Deal with the angel. Oh, that was a hell of a shot there. I got lucky to not get hit. Deal with the angel would be amazing. Instead, we get a range upgrade. Reroll that shit into an HP upgrade. Okay. Bob's your uncle. We're fine. Things were a little bit touch and go for a while, but otherwise fairly pretty good now. We have to get through here to go to the item room. So, you know, we picked up 2 bombs, then we'll trade 2 bombs for 2 bombs, and then we're going to break even here. With 20 keys, we might as well at least check in what's going on. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen, but at least at this point we know, or at this point I should say we know, with 20 keys, I don't see much of a reason not to come in here and fight greed, assuming we believe we can survive at least. Maybe able to snag a reroll pedestal, which is the important part, I guess. And, you know, if this fight goes on a little bit longer, which it looks like it will, that was bad damage. But if it goes on a little bit longer, and it looks like it will, I may be able to snag a full reroll charge at the end, so we can just reroll right away and then make our way back up to the item room, which is pretty efficient use of our spacebar item here. So just be cool. I still don't have the range really necessary to hit this guy. Maybe I shouldn't have rerolled that range upgrade, although the HP upgrade is well worth it. Okay, so we just get a lot of money. I don't think we'll get a reroll pedestal at the end unless it's in the form of a golden chest. And we got a lot of money, though. The money is enough to get us an item from the next shop, assuming there's no greed in there. So, we get more bombs. That's fine. Just in case we couldn't make our way through this room. This bomb room, I mean. And we are going to come out of this with 6 bombs, whereas we walked in with like 2, so fair enough. Everything's coming on Millhouse to a very, very small extent anyway. Our reroll is available, but we're still a little bit away from being able to use it. Well, we could use it, but there wouldn't be much point right now. Wouldn't do too much to these guys except aggravate both of us. Another key. We will absolutely pick that up on the way out, but for now, it'd be nice to be able to go to the item room here and then just walk back, or use the reroll, then walk back out and get another charge. Sadly, that's not the way the game works. Chocolate milk. I reroll it because I hate it. Is this Fetus in a jar? Okay, well, let's talk like mano a mano here. Fetus in a jar, or Epic Fetus, I think that's Fetus in a jar though, is an amazing item. It's a really amazing item. Too amazing, it's almost the problem. If I pick it up, it's one of the items that I feel like it's basically... let's pick it up, it'll be fun. We've had a lot of Isaac runs that have not been super overpowered lately. This is not super overpowered because I can't fly. If I get the ability to fly, this becomes crazy strong. Yes, this is Fetus in a jar. Dr. Fetus. So there's still a lot of risk associated with this one. And, you know, this is one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations. Last time I didn't take Epic Fetus, people got mad. They're like, oh, why didn't you take Epic Fetus? Like, Epic Fetus is a fun item to watch. I figured, why don't we placate... Oh, why don't we placate those people, and I'll take Dr. Fetus this time. Again, could very easily end up killing myself with this. What this does mean is that, like, all tier effects for the remainder of the game are basically worthless. And that's fine. But what it also means is that bombs are key that left us basically bereft of bombs is not nearly as bad anymore. And we have enough keys to get a bunch of golden chests. So now we want to stack up HP, basically. And if we are able to do that, life's easy. So, I'm so bad! Okay, I think if we put, like, this here, it won't kill Judgment. Alright, that was just a placed bomb. Okay, so it's been a long time since I used Epic Fetus. Oh my god, Nuns have it. Thank you very much. It's been a long time since I used Epic Fetus, so I wanna... Or not Epic Fetus, Fetus in a jar. So, give me a second here to get over the refractory period, or, you know, the learning curve, which is not what a refractory period is unless you really like to learn in the moment. Now, Brain Dude will die. What do we need? We need a flying item. That would seal the deal for us, more or less. You know, picking up Little Gish is going to be pretty solid as well, in all honesty. That's not just me trying to make the best of a bad situation. Little Gish is an awesome... Oh, I got trapped behind rocks there and didn't see it. This is a little scary. Little Gish is an awesome familiar. Maybe actually my favorite familiar. And one of the reasons Rainbow Baby is up there for me as well, because you get Little Gish out of it sometimes. Okay, this Gish has got to die. And then we hit you. Much better. I still have to be a little careful here. I need a speed upgrade as well. I can't stress that enough. If we don't get a speed upgrade, this Dr. Fetus could end up being like our own personal tomb. Okay, one more hit will be enough. As you can see, we're not doing a stupid amount of damage. It almost is like a Brimstone type situation where, you know, like the benefit of Brimstone is not necessarily just the damage. It's the ability to explode for this it's the ability to explode things, but also the ability to deal a lot of damage to enemies all at once, which is something that the vast majority of tier effects do not have. So it is important in that sense. Some enemies are going to be more difficult to hit than they used to be. Many are going to be much easier to kill overall, though. And we have a second level? No, we have a first level cube of meat. Okay, so we'll pick up this treasure chest. I need health still. Those 2 keys are fine, but not that valuable, I suppose. I really need health still. I am not just trying to play up a moment here when I say that I could easily kill myself. I really, really easily could end up killing myself. Consumable red hearts are valuable, but more HP upgrades would be nice too. The exception to this rule is if I get a deal with the devil where I could take Spirit of the Night for like 2 red hearts. Absolutely take it on a deal with the devil. Or a deal with the angel that just gave us Holy Grail would be, I guess, the best of both worlds. Because I don't really need Spectral Shots. I don't even know if Spectral Shots work in conjunction with Fetus in a Jar. Dr. Fetus, whatever. Why do I call it Fetus in a Jar? Was that like a name that was patched out or something? Or is that, did I just miss it there? We gotta finish up this floor. I guess I might as well look for the secret room. I would love to get the map on the next floor. Map, compass, and Dr. Fetus puts us in a very easy position moving forward. And you know what? Not afraid to use a bomb here. Oh, we found the second secret room. That's an Eternal Heart. Life is good. That extra money could be valuable too. That is not an Eternal Heart. That is a fish head. And I can't stress enough that we lose the goat hoof on the next floor. And it may seem like I'm just building this out of proportion. But if we have such low speed, that's actually really deleterious. It's not a good position for us to be in on this run at all. Because I can't get away from my own bombs. I can't run away from enemies like Lust. God forbid if we run into the Fallen or something. Or even like Krampus. Oh, wait, the secret room was totally there. I did not expect that. Alright, it's money. That's fine. Can't take it with you, but I'll take it. With me. To the next floor. And this is an important floor. The speed upgrade is by far the crux of this, I think. Weirdly enough. It doesn't end up being a major issue a lot of the time. Here, I think, is the exception to the rule. Bomb flies, weirdly enough, substantially harder to kill. Gish is going to have to be our go-to bomb killer. Nah, that'll do it there. Okay, and those bombs, believe it or not, are valuable. Oh, this is good. That was a really good turn of events there. Okay, thankfully that worked. May have to use, like, Gish. Yeah, I was going to say Gish has got to knock this guy back into the ooze state. It's a little scary. With our Spirit Heart, I could go on the lookout for this blood bank. I don't really like it, though. Oh, my keyboard seemed to be, like, losing batteries there. That's really not good. Another Spirit Heart. You know what? We got to make our way to the item room in the shop first. With all these rerolls and Nun's Habit, I might as well use the blood bank as, like, an engine to get more rerolls. Not that we necessarily need it with the damage. Oh, I forgot that I can't fly. Let me guess. I was going to say the Hanged Man. The Magician doesn't make our bombs homing, I think, so I can just use that, get it out of the system. And, okay, another Spirit Heart is good. And we are able to get the ladder, which I think is absolutely a reroll. And the Blue Candle is a great item, don't get me wrong. Actually, Blue Candle, I'm gonna take it. Might be frustrating for some people because Nun's Habit plus D6 is so good. But with Blue Candle, now I don't have to worry if like enemies are getting too close to me to be able to use the bomb. I can just use Blue Candle instead, like in that situation, for example, and hit them with a little bit more, I don't know, reliability, I suppose. So we'll end up taking the Luck Foot, and I guess we don't have to worry about D6s anymore, so we can just move on. I would really love to keep Goathoof with me. Now, the Blood Bank is still a very valuable part of this run. Our damage is through the roof. The HP plus speed upgrade would be goddamn amazing if we were able to make it happen. Did we get the... we didn't get the IV bag payout earlier, did we? I don't think so. So, this is a dead end, which is fine, quite frankly, but we'll... Oh, shouldn't have picked that up yet, I guess. But we're going to play the bejesus out of this. And, you know, we'll probably play the Fortune Teller, too. I don't know why, I guess, but we will. Please pay out. I guess the more Spirit Hearts I get, the better, so it's worth it, but as is right now, like, if this thing doesn't pay out, I'm gonna be a very disappointed man. Oh, it paid out with the IV bag! How could you? I guess I could come back and re-roll it. I don't know, I'm feeling kind of lazy, though. That's the problem with these items. It makes me so lazy. Why not blow up three-headed man, too? See if we get some red hearts out of it. And we got burnt penny, not really worth too much. Okay, so we have a library, and we have a curse room. Apologies, I have so much cat hair, like, in my face right now. It's making me sound all stuffed up. I'm not allergic, it's just a staggering amount of shedding. This is another example of a room where blue candle is very useful. Blue candle plus fetus in a jar is kind of overkill. But that's why I like it, because it does create some situations where it's much more conceivable that I will not hurt myself, which is important. It's probably worth a key to get that red heart, in all honesty, but whatever. This is another example of a room where it's very nice to have blue candle and the bombs, so we can just, like, explode all those douchebags, but additionally, it was pretty easy for me to kill the ones that got up close and personal. And we can actually, like, the nice thing about this kind of combination is that by the time, like, blue candle, I use blue candle, and then by the time it comes off of cooldown, I can fire a bomb, so I can kind of just keep, like, continuously firing over and over. That spirit heart is pretty good, although I am going to lose it immediately walking into this room, just to see what we've got in here. Okay, Army of Flies, my favorite Bruce Campbell movie. I imagine that this library cannot possibly be good. Oh. So I am ill-concerned about it. That's probably not the right way to use that. I was hoping that was a speed upgrade. It was not. Book of Revelations, sure, we'll take it. That extra spirit heart compensates me for the one that I lost going into the curse room, which contained flies, which are already gone. So we're about to fight Mom. How do I feel about this run, all things considered, right now? I have to say extremely good, because otherwise I'd be lying. But things could still go wrong here. I don't have a staggering amount of health. I have a lot. I have enough, is maybe a better way to put it. But things could go wrong still. There's no question about it. If I end up taking a lot of damage, I end up not getting very many spirit hearts by way of the miter. Unlikely, but it could happen. Or, you know, I hurt myself, or I run into bosses that are difficult to fight. Anything could happen that way. So if I could get a Guppy's Paw again and get, like, permanent Polaroid invincibility, I would be an extremely happy man. But it's hard for me to complain as is. The speed upgrade thing is really the only thing I can harp on, because I could find myself, like, unable to avoid taking damage on some rooms. Lover's card, immediately useful. So we are getting ready to fight Mom. I would rate our success chances pretty high, honestly. You know, of beating Mom, 100%. With the blue candle exclusively, it's basically 100% with this much health. Of getting through the womb, probably you're looking at like a 90 to 95% chance. And of beating Isaac, I would rank that pretty highly as well. But past that, you know, everything becomes a little bit fuzzier for sure. Oh, I did take damage here, so that sucks. But past that, everything gets a little bit fuzzier, I suppose. But Crate's actually an okay drop here, I think. Bombs are key. It's better to have the keys in this situation. Doesn't make a huge difference, all things considered, I guess. Devil card? Yeah, sure. What is this? Do we know what this pill is? Bombs? Oh, it's bombs are key. We talked about this ad nauseum, basically. Okay, down to the next floor. At least we have the compass. Do I have any water here? I do. Okay, allow me to take a brief pause. Excellent. Womb Part 1. It looks like a fairly easy... Oh, never mind. I was going to say it looks like a fairly easy path to get to the boss, but even, you know, I'm going the up way here. I think it's actually the wrong way in all likelihood. But this is maybe my perfect time to show you what not to do. Yeah, okay, it's a dead end. Why did I have a hunch that the bottom is more likely to actually show us the way to the boss room? Well, that's because the curse room was right down there. So I was like, okay, I know that there's a path down there. If there is a path down there, it's probably pretty likely that it takes you to the boss room because they're in fairly close proximity to one another. So that is my reasoning why I didn't follow through with it. Beyond just finding a convenient opportunity to have a learning lesson. Good question, really. I should use blue candle a little bit more. Okay. So we'll just play it cool. You know, it would very much surprise me if I took more damage on this floor than I earned in health from the miter or from just random consumable red hearts. But it could happen. I expect to at least find... Ooh, that was really bad. That was really bad of me. I expect to find 1 or 2 random tinted rocks. If I don't, that'll be disappointing. But can't always get what you want, I guess. Lots of spirit hearts dropping so far, and this would be a very nice opportunity for me to get a deal with the devil. I would be a happy man if it happened that way. Alright, again, I've taken some very dumb damage here. I'm not proud of myself, but we'll wait for this guy to pop up, and then we'll hit him with that. And do we need a 25th key? Sure, why not? Maybe we'll make it into a movie starring Edward Norton one day. More bombs. And we're fighting Conquest. And honestly, this is the first time I've really had, the first time since I picked up Blue Candle, I should say, that I've really had to give this some thought about whether or not I want to stick with Blue Candle or get rid of it in favor of a better item. So the White Pony is very rarely a better item than Blue Candle. In this case, it may be because the ability to fly compensates for our lack of speed and allows us to fire bombs more easily. But I still think I'd be happier with myself if I took Blue Candle. So I'm going to, and we did get a deal with the devil. So we'll just pick this up and put it back down. How's my speed now? Oh, it's so good! I wish I hadn't picked it up because now I want to take it with me. But we'll stick with the Blue Candle. It also blocks incoming shots, so that's pretty good. And we get Spirit of the Night. So that's a very, very okay trade here. So basically we just lost, or we didn't lose, but we didn't get some speed that we could have gotten by way of the White Pony. I am exceptionally slow. I don't think, like, Spirit of the Night doesn't change that. I wish I was faster, but everybody wishes something, man. I wish I was a little bit taller, wish I was a baller, wish I had a girl that looked good, I would call her. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I forget who, it's from the American Pie soundtrack, I think. Anyway, that bomb is non-essential is probably the polite way to put it. Fucking useless is the impolite way to put it. Okay. Still need to hit... Oh, man, spectral bombs totally do work with the Ouija board. I had no idea. That is probably something that is very rarely going to be useful, but in this situation is actually kind of nice. It's good to know, at least. Seriously? There we go. So we're one room away from Mom's Heart. This is basically like the ideal permutation of items to have for Mom's Heart. The ability to have unlimited bombs, if only they were like poison or something, I guess that's the only way it could be better. But also Blue Candle is just like a staggering amount of damage that they will not be able to do anything against. So I'm expecting that this floor is going to be over with very quickly as well. So we'll start with maybe some... I had a feeling I was going to get hit. Not twice, though. There we go. Now we just time this appropriately. So fire a bomb in, and then... Ooh! How did you get through? Fire a bomb in, Blue Candle. And we're just bomb Blue Candle, over and over. We'll start with the bomb. At this point, I think it's best to get the bomb in the cycle. There we go. So you bomb for the crowd control, Blue Candle for the damage. Bomb for the crowd control, Blue Candle for the damage. Bomb for the crowd control. Okay, so the refractory period on the bomb is so low that I can actually just, like, not even worry about the Blue Candle, I think, and just fire the bomb in continuously. And that will be the easiest way to deal with it. Although I think one full Blue Candle shot does more damage than a bomb. Okay, so what's the main problem with this run right now? That should be obvious. Let's ask the class. Yes, little Jimmy. You don't have very much health. That's true. I expected to be in a much better position health-wise. Okay, here's how I'm gonna do this. Oh, I fucked it up. But thankfully... Oh, let's just leave. Sorry. Wrong number. Now, this is probably the wrong way to go. I can always bomb my way out of the next room. Oh, this is real tempting. It's almost too tempting is the problem. What's the tarot card? Temperance. Oh, God. You can get double the value. And the other tarot card is the Hanged Man. Worthless, but anyway. Okay, he paid out with the Pact, and we got the IV bag. That is awesome. The Pact is probably worthless at this point, but the IV bag, the speed is nice. This may actually be the right way to go, believe it or not. You probably do believe it, because it looks fairly logical. The Sun card beats the Devil card. We could use the Devil card to fight Isaac, and then pick up the Sun card, but I don't think the Devil card actually improves the damage from the bombs. It may. I didn't think Spectral affected the bombs either, but clearly it does. So it's possible. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, Jesus Christ, that took a lot of damage right there. The main benefit of the Pact, even if it doesn't benefit us very much in damage or tears output, obviously, that was so awful, is that it gives us an extra 2 Spirit Hearts, which have since been exhausted, but the HP upgrade is important as well, and the speed upgrade via the HP upgrade is probably even more important. So we do have to go back into that shitty Monstro 2 room. I'll probably just try to bomb my way out of that because it is a terrible room for me to deal with, and I'm not really playing very well, but I have items that make it so I don't have to play very well, which is a very kind of conceited way of saying that I think it's going to go quite nicely here. So I'll just walk out of this room. In fact, I could more or less walk out of every room that I go into, but the truth of the matter is that most of the time, it's actually easier for me to kill the enemies on the room than to actually go worry about hitting the door and then not getting hit as I walk out of the door, so... Oh, okay, never mind. That's what I get. He was only one hit away from death, so that was a very poor time for me to take damage. Okay, I just ran. I ran for my life like a little baby because I was very scared about how that room was going. But it ended up going fine. We got out of it anyway. And, oh, I can't believe I didn't get hit by the Widow there. Somebody up there likes me. I should have been hit. And the Widow 1 will die. Widow 2 is dead, and good to go. Okay. So we got one more room, then Isaac. And I expected the Isaac fight, believe it or not, this is a very rare situation that this is true, but I think this will be one of the few situations where the Isaac fight is actually easier than the rooms that have come before it. Key is like so non-essential at this point. The Sun card, very important. So how do we do this? Fire bombs, man. I have a full suite of orbitals as well. Gish will slow down his shots, so it should be fairly easy to dodge him. Is it better to use Blue Candle? Maybe, but I think I'm just going to focus on the bombs, in all honesty. It seems to be working out quite nicely so far. I haven't taken any damage. Again, full suite of orbitals. Slowing effect from Gish. Pretty easy right now. We're about to go into Angel Fetus's land, and I can just fire straight at him, hopefully kill some of them. This is speeding it up a lot. So, like I said, this fight is maybe easier than a lot of the rooms that came before it. I didn't take damage, didn't even break a sweat there. He stays in one place, which makes him very easy to hit with these, this collection of items that I have. Poison Bombs, Demon Baby, D20, and Infestation. Did I forget something there? I don't think so. Poison Bombs may work here. I don't think my bombs do poison damage. Oh man, this is about to get real laggy. They're so fast! Well, he's so fast. The other one died, but Jesus. It looks like it explodes in poison, but I don't think it actually gets poisoned after the explosion, weirdly enough. Demon Baby's a nice pickup there. That's going to help me out a lot. And, you know, I guess the ideal one to kill first, or to kill last here is Sloth, but we're going to kill Gluttony last. Hopefully we'll get a Spirit Heart out of it. And we did. Okay, and we also found the second secret room. Whatever this is probably not very important. Flies. Okay, maybe makes a difference, but I think we're about to win again. I mean, that's not necessarily a huge surprise after the items that we got, but it does keep the streak going. Now we're at 2. Quite the streak we've got going here. So I'm just going to basically stand here and, you know, yeah, I doubt I'm going to be able to not take damage over the course of the entire fight, but with the Sun card, I really don't see this becoming a very difficult run. Or this being a very difficult fight, I should say. We could even probably kill him with the Sun card. That would just be a little cocky, though. So I'm going to try it. Hold down the right button, and there we go. Sun card did kill him. It was kind of tough to tell there. That's one of the only cards I've ever used the Sun card offensively this late in the game. But as always, thanks for watching. I apologize for picking up a really overpowered item, but yeah, it did make for a fun run there. As always, if you enjoyed the episode as much as I did, I encourage you to click the like button. It's the easiest way to support me, and it helps me out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Isaac. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time.